are live.
Let's go. Let's
What's
go.
going on, baby? We're back.
We are
Steve
back.
O, night two.
Yeah, night two, man. We ain't stopping. 2 hours yesterday. Back at it again.
Oh, you know what? I can't see your face. It's gonna be a little awkward. I can't get your reaction. I can't get your vibe.
That's what was happening to me yesterday. I didn't look at you the whole time. I was
Oh,
just looking at my
really?
screen.
Oh,
Yep.
all right. Well, we're gonna have to just kind of raw dag. We're just gonna have to go for it.
Hey, we gotta do what we gotta do.
Cause yeah, if I do this, what do you see? Oh, you're still just seeing the browser?
I just see the Google, yeah. The Google search engine.
Okay. Interesting. I just stopped sharing. Share screen, window. Um, oh, share. I know why.
So as my boy is sharing his screen, I might as well do a little introduction. My name is Steve. This is my brother AB. Not real brothers, but you know what I'm saying. We've been friends. How long we been friends? Like 15 years? Like a
Too
long
long.
time.
Too long.
Too long. Both in the finance profession in one form or another. A CPA, CIA. He has an accounting degree, been in the industry for over 10 years. You know, we have a lot of business and finance experience. And then what we're gonna do is just dive deep in in these companies, and we're gonna learn with y'all. Like there's stuff that we know in the business world, but our goal is not to act like like experts that know everything. There's stuff within these annual statements. There's stuff within these companies that we might not know. We're gonna be researching, so we're gonna be learning together as a group.
We are, man. Let's get into it. We've done a couple of streams already. So this week we've covered. I covered Bumble by myself a couple of days ago.
Yep.
We did jointly match group yesterday.
Yep.
Now
We did Apple last week.
we did Apple and TikTok.
We did Apple. I covered Tesla by myself.
Oh, you did? I didn't
I
even know.
did. Yeah, yeah, on a live
Okay,
stream on
okay.
TikTok.
What is that? Where they can find that out on TikTok? The TikTok saves it or what?
It does save it actually, and I have a clip of it too. Yeah, because there was an interesting title and what Elon calls himself. He doesn't call himself a CEO. There's like a fancy little title, but yeah, So we've done a few of these videos.
So what's your plug in your TikTok for the people?
TikTok is enticing life.
Enticing life. I
Enticing
guess
life underscore. You know what I'm saying? Underscore between the enticing and the life. And
yeah.
today, the company that we're doing is,
It's
AB.
actually a special request from our one of our viewers.
Yes.
She might be in the chat. We don't know, but she was curious about moving companies, and she said, "What about U-Haul?" Now,
Yep.
when she said U-Haul, I was interested. I was like, I don't know the business. Sort of like the business model of U-Haul.
Yep.
It's a franchise. I thought it was a franchise. But we'll get into it. We'll get into it here. Should we do a little U-Haul history? Let's see, what is U-Haul.
I actually, so you could research it, but I also did some research myself. And then we have also a comment from China. No,
Yeah.
Chinalasia? That said
Yeah.
yes. Okay. Maybe that's the person that called for
I
U-Haul
requested it. I
as
think
the company for us
absolutely.
to do. All right.
Shout out to our best viewer, number one viewer. All right. So let's kind of go into U-Haul a little bit. Oh, you wanna kind of break down what you got, what you figured out, Steve-O?
So I don't see your screen though. I only
Oh, you don't?
see us two. Yeah. But while that's happening, so I did some research before we got on the call.
What do you
So
see? Nothing.
I only just see both of us. Maybe I need to add it to the stage. Hold on. Let me add it to the stage.
Okay. How about now?
All right, now I can see it. So
Perfect.
U-Haul was started after World War II by these couple, a husband and wife, around 1945. And this
Yep.
guy, this is at the end of World War II,
Mm-hmm.
and he needed to move from one location to another, but there were no trailers to rent. So
Okay.
then they had this thought in their head, like, hey, there's a gap in the market. Perhaps we could do this. And I think they had maybe like $5,000, and they started just with one trailer and start doing the business. Um, and then initially he was having issues with the trailers. They weren't really reliable, so the guy learned how to weld himself and build
Mm.
the trailers. And then to expand the business, he ended up reaching out to like gas stations and stuff like that and asking them,
Yeah.
hey, if you rent out my trailer, you
Yep.
get commission.
Yep.
And then before you know it, he became very successful quickly. Had like 5 or 6 kids with his first wife, and then had a lot of success. But then by age 35, that wife of his, she passed away. And there's a reason I'm saying this, because the story
Okay.
of U-Haul is actually it's like a movie, bro. There's a lot of drama, which you don't expect from the
Really?
U-Haul. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Then
What's
he
the
remarries.
drama with the wife passing? Let's see.
Yes. Then
I
he
keep going. Sorry. Yeah, keep going.
remarries a 23-year-old, which he later divorced like 19 years later. But then he had multiple kids. He had like over 12 kids. Then the company became very successful. And then when it became successful, at this point, his kids have became adults. And then they were vying for positions within the company. And then
Mm.
this is where stuff gets a little juicy. You know what I'm saying? Like it gets really
Are you
competitive.
talking about the murder? What are you talking about here?
Yeah, so they end up first doing a coup on the father, taking him out, and then the other brother was the CEO, and they didn't want him in power, so they try to actually kill him, but he wasn't there. End up killing his wife. This is
The
all
new wife.
allegation. No, the brother's wife. They end up killing the
Oh,
brother's wife, who was the CEO at that point. Um, and then eventually they still vying for power and competing with their dad. They end up taking his lifetime pension and benefits and stuff. And then he was pissed, and then they get into a court battle. He ended up retaining a lawyer. Then the family again.
yo,
So the family, the other side, where the father created the company, had a lawyer, and that lawyer had a wife. To intimidate the lawyer, they end up sending like death threats to the wife, saying like you're gonna get killed like the other lady, blah blah blah. Anyways, long story short, they end up burning her house. That lady's the wife's the lawyer's wife.
what? Wait a minute.
Yeah, man, it's a lot of drama, and then for years they had a lot of issues, and ultimately the father lost control of the company, barely had any control, and at the end of his life, he actually ended up committing suicide and killing himself.
No way.
Yes, yes. So it's a very sad story.
Wow,
Yeah,
that is crazy. I never knew this story existed.
yeah. I'm curious. So the other two brothers ended up taking control, I think, in the late 80s.
When did he pass away?
I think 1999, something like that. It wasn't
When
like
did the founder pass
Jake
away?
said allegedly. I think Jake knows something that
Jake is in the stream. All right, we got Jake. What's going on, Jake? So he passed away at age of 8. Wow. When he crashed his car into a telephone pole?
wow, that's how he killed himself. Wow.
Whoa. This is crazy. So let's see when did they go public?
I think in the 80s.
When did U-Haul go public? Let's see. But in the meantime, as we always do, U-Haul investor relations. Let's check out their website. It's kind of interesting. Their investor relations website is called Americo.com, not U-Haul investorrelations.com.
So Americo is the parent company.
Interesting. Okay.
So Americo.
All right. So most of these companies, they have company history, SEC filings, events, presentations, all these tabs, stock information. We're gonna go to annual report. What are we talking? We're looking at, why is there 2025? I always wonder what is this? Why is this here?
Which one?
Why is there a 2025 annual report when we're not even done with that year yet?
Let me see. Unless they use a very different fiscal year.
Just July. This has just happened like a couple weeks ago.
I wonder what their fiscal year is. Let me see. U-Haul Americo fiscal year.
Nevada.
So if you look up their fiscal year, though, I think U-Haul.
What is U-Haul?
All right, so this is why their fiscal year runs from April 1st to March 31st.
Oh, gotcha. But shouldn't they call it still 2024?
So their
Anyway.
year end, though, so their 2025 technically ended in March 31st of 2025. So
Okay,
they're
so-
in 2026.
So this is actually very like new number. So it's just as new as
Yeah.
gonna get. All right. Any more stories? So let's get into this.
Yeah. And I don't know how like well versed our audience is. So as a company, you could pick any 12-month period
Right.
to report. And this is what the example. We saw this with Apple, where they have a September end date.
Yeah.
Like not every company reports from January to December 31st. And then now we've seen it with U-Haul as well.
So it doesn't have to be a calendar year,
No, it doesn't.
but it's always 12 months
Correct.
annual. So
Yes.
all right. Okay, they got a little letter. Actually, this is the first time we've ever seen like a letter up front. This company's 80th year. So this is an 80-year-old company. 24,000 rental locations in US and Canada. I didn't know they were in Canada. I thought they were gonna be more international. I don't know why.
Yeah, yeah.
So they're not that big. Our moving customers desire self-storage, vice versa. Oh, I forgot about the self-storage portion of this. We're so used to the trucks. I forget about the self-storage part.
Yeah.
They do own storage. I forgot about that. Yeah. Okay. We've added 6.5 net rentable square footage of self-storage and increased our covered storage capacity for U-Box by nearly 25. So they're talking about the self-storage a lot. They're not mentioning the trucks as much.
For
I'm
U-Box. What is
Huh?
U-Box too? I'm curious what U-Box.
U-Box. I think that's that thing where they'll bring you a box and you load it up and then you tow it yourself. It's not a truck.
Oh, right. Okay.
U-Box, right? If I'm
Yeah,
not
no,
mistaken. Yeah.
right.
Yeah. That's kind of an interesting. I like it actually.
Yeah, those are nice. And you could put those on a trailer, like actually have multiple of those. I've seen like on an 18 wheeler where people have multiple of these put up on a
But
truck.
I guess somebody else can tow it too, right? Well, you don't have to. Oh, look, it's like look like somebody else. Oh, they will come and load it on the 18 wheeler and bring it. That's an option too. I didn't
Yeah,
know that.
yeah. You could put multiple of these.
Ah, that is actually cool because I think where this comes handy is when you get to your new spot, you may not necessarily want to unload like right away. Like the truck doesn't have to go, it can just hang out a couple of days in your front yard or whatever, and you can keep the box and rent it. You know what I
Mm,
mean? Instead of like doing the truck, because once you rent the truck, you have to kind of return it. Otherwise, every day costs you money. It's a big truck. It's on your driveway. You don't have the space. Apartment complexes might tell you to move it, etc. So this is sort of like a temporary storage solution in a way.
yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Awareness continues to grow for Ubox. Oh, okay. So it's kind of a new product, I guess. As a moving product and storage solutions. Man, look at that. I didn't even read that. Like AB's already filling this company. Oh, so okay, so we still got the company in there. EJ Sean. I think he's a
I think
Sean.
that's the guy. I actually think that's the son, Joe.
Wait a minute. The guy that got his wife killed?
No, the guy that took over. He's the other side. He's the one that was allegedly, you
He's the
know.
president, chairman, and CEO of U-Haul company parent. Is the third son of the founder, Leonard.
Yes, this is the guy. This is the guy that was allegedly, fighting with his dad.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, man.
Net worth $4.1 billion.
Damn. I didn't know he was that rich though. My God.
Wow. Roughly 20% he owns. His brother reportedly, okay, so we got Mark Sean, reportedly the largest individual shareholder. I mean, 4 billion just for himself. So this company's doing all right then.
For real. Each
Oh,
of them are
so,
worth 4 billion each, so 8 billion just with two
so that's
brothers.
the guy right here. That's Mr. That's him.
Yeah,
E.
Joe.
Josh. There you go.
Yeah, that's the guy that eventually took control. Yep.
939th in the world today. Wow.
Dang.
There you go. So, my earlier stream was about wealth. Okay. And I was talking about owning things, that you have to own things to be really wealthy in this country. And this shows you, you know. But, anyways, yeah, go check out my stream about wealth and all that good stuff I did earlier. That was a solo stream, just hanging out. So, all right. I don't want to take too much. He got 4 point, but he's the CEO. Okay, so he's wrote a little letter. Let's see. Okay, I like that they giving us the financials right away in the front.
That's
like it.
actually very refreshing. Most of the financial statements we've been reviewing, we have to dig deep.
Yesterday was a struggle, man. I think I was tired, but it was also a struggle trying to get to the number.
It was really a struggle. So much so, this is for match yesterday. So much so, actually, we had to ask AI because they didn't really have their net income in a specific spot. They had it separated in different places. So this is
they didn't tell you straight up, how much money they made. But
right.
So I'm kind of curious because I think this U-Haul operation is a franchise-based thing. So how do they sort of make them? How does the parent company makes money? And what's the breakdown? What's the fee? Is that kind of what we're looking for here? Because
yeah, so it looks like the company that it's it's a subsidiary. U-Haul is one of the companies for the main company, as you can see, the main company also does life insurance, property and
Oh,
casualty insurance. If you look at
no way. I didn't
Americo,
know this. What?
yeah, if you look at the company and look at listed subsidiaries for Americo, there's a whole bunch of companies underneath it. And
Well, they would have to report. I think we'll eventually get into it, huh? They probably have to close. Okay. Are we talking about this stuff here or something more?
no, so if you go above on the top, like where you were just at,
Okay.
so right there, we could see, moving and storage, which is related to U-Haul. But then if you look before, so this is the segment results, they have the property and casualty insurance,
Yep.
numbers reported, life insurance reported.
This are
Uh,
revenues in it. Yeah. This is.
yeah, this is the evidence. So
I mean,
for
obviously the big boy is up top, but
the big boys on top, but then even that, right, within U-Haul, is not necessarily, this might not represent U-Haul because it looks like when I looked at, if you look at the list of subsidiaries for this company, there's other companies aside from U-Haul within there. Um, so it's
that's,
going to be hard to pinpoint that.
so they're not mentioning this Americo stuff at the top. It's kind of interesting, right? They're
Yeah,
not,
that is.
they keep saying U-Haul Holding Company, but again here U-Haul Holding Company, a Nevada corporation. I thought they all did Delaware. So it's kind of interesting. Some of these people incorporate where they are actually located.
Yeah, like over 60% of publicly traded companies are incorporated in Delaware. Las Vegas is also another good place for corporation.
Okay.
Um,
All right, hold on. I'm gonna skip a little bit here, but let's see what they're gonna talk about the insurance. Okay, they're gonna talk about it here a little bit. Um but let's go back to the numbers. Let's go back and kind of see what we got going on. We got segments results. So they're kind of like reporting numbers in segments. So we got
mhm.
moving and storage at 5 point. So we're talking in millions. So we're talking in billions. You got to add 6 zeros to this number,
Correct.
guys.
Yeah.
Right? And we have 3 fiscal years here listed. So kind of a okay. So they had a dip and an increase. Okay, that's interesting. So we're talking 5.5 billion dollars from moving.
That's pretty good actually for the number of locations that they have.
Damn.
24,000 locations, you're generating 5.4 billion.
Wow. So they must own the actual operation then. Well, we're talking about storage though, also not just the trucks.
Right,
Oh,
right. But how many locations is it? Like 24,000. So if we divide that,
but what was that? What's the breakdown between storage versus rental location, right? How many U-Haul storages are out there? Storage is a little bit. U-Haul owns and manages over 1,800 self-storage facilities. They also state they have more than 2,000 locations and a network of affiliates for storage facilities. I don't know what this means. Um,
so
1 million rentable storage units. Wow.
right. But they also have a network of affiliates for storage facilities where they probably get commission and they license their name.
It's kind of like a Hilton with the like you but you build a hotel but you slap the Hilton logo on it because Hilton. That's another one that's kind of interesting. Like they don't own they don't own the buildings these days.
No,
They
they
don't
don't.
they don't even own the operation. You just
No.
borrow the name from them. Maybe it's a franchise model. A lot of it.
Yes, 100%.
All right. So let's see. We'll probably get into it. So the big boy is 5.5 is the moving and storage. Before equity and earnings subsidiary. What does that mean?
Earnings from operations before equity and earnings of subsidiaries.
Earnings from operations before equity and earnings of subsidiaries.
So that means the earnings from operations. So it also has a stake in the subsidiaries, that segment, and then they have
Mm,
to report that part that they own as part of their income.
earnings from operating. What's this? Yeah. Um, another company. I guess it's U-Haul related, but we'll try to get into it. Okay, so we got property and casual insurance. A
Yep.
hundred. What?
Casualty insurance.
125 million.
Yep.
Yep. Life insurance. So they have a life insurance business. Who knew that?
Mm-hmm.
Um, okay, so consolidated results 5.8 billion.
Yep.
I wonder if this revenue earnings from operations is on top, or is it like inside here, this number? I'm
So
trying.
earnings from operations is supposed to be specifically to that business, and then the whole revenue is supposed to be just touching on all the equity within the other segments.
Yeah. Okay. Net earnings available to common shareholders 367 million.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, I wonder if they're not gonna break it down in percentages. So looks like a big dip here. They went from 628 to 367, like half. So something must have happened there.
We have to look at their net income as well because we still at the revenue section. They haven't.
Oh, this is wait, net earnings. Oh, wait. Hmm. They're kind of reporting in a weird way, huh? They just
It's it's this is why it's very interesting in almost all the annual statements that we reviewed. Everybody does it different.
different. Yeah.
I'm actually surprised that they're not required to report in a specific way because
That's
all of them are different. This is the most like unique one that we've seen thus far.
yeah, I've never seen it where they're talking about anyway. So they did selected balance sheet data. So they want you to know we got assets, baby. We got property. we got so they got what is that
Property
15
plant.
billion?
That's 15 billion. Yep.
Jesus, man. They own $15 billion worth of stuff.
Yeah.
Wait, so that now actually total assets is 20 billion. My lord.
And I think with property, plant, and equipment, you have to report it at book value, meaning the actual, market value could be materially higher than what's being reported over here.
A book value means what you paid for it or what is worth
Yes.
now?
What you paid for it.
What you paid for it. Hmm.
Yeah. Let me just double check, but that's usually the rule. Is PPE reported as book value?
What is our commenter saying? Is there comments? We got any comments?
You see, historical cost, meaning you see, this is how when, for example, when a company like an activist comes into a company and they say, "Hold on,
Value?
this stock price is underpriced," is they look at stuff like this. So I don't know about U-Haul, right? But like if they see a company and they say, "Hold on, they already reporting $15 billion at historical cost," meaning if they bought, let's say, a whole bunch of properties in the 1990s, and then it's valued at 15 billion, it doesn't necessarily mean that right now in current market that it's worth 15 billion. This probably could be worth 30 billion, 40 billion. But there is accounting regulation that tell you cannot report it at market value. And the reason for that is because property values always fluctuate,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't always want you to be adjusting every year because then now there's going to be a markup one year. So accounting regulations state that you bought it at book value, that's what you report it as, and that's how you depreciate as well.
Wow.
uh
Oh,
but
that's
this is
crazy, isn't it?
yeah, it is.
Is it reported as book value and why? This is basically what you're talking about.
Right.
Um, yes, it's reported as net book value on company's balance sheet. This is because net represents the historical cost of a company's assets, such as buildings, machine minus accumulated appreciation, any impaired losses. Here's a breakdown of why and how. Um, Reporting PPN, yeah, net book value aligns with accounting principles to accurately reflect the company's financial status. Is that true? No. This value represents the assets still in use and generating revenue. Why not adjust to market value? All right, this is what we're trying to. So that's kind of misleading in a way, right?
Yeah. It is. It's a big conversation, and there's arguments to be made on both sides.
The primary purpose of financial reporting under GAAP is to provide a reliable history of the company's financial transactions. Fair value accounting, while providing more relevant information about current values, can introduce volatility into financial statements if assets are constantly revalued.
Yes.
So that's exactly what you were talking about there. I just want people to see it so that we,
Yeah. So I think if you go back one more time, because there is, so I know we might be diving deep into, so there is generally accepting accounting principles, which are for the US and international, they use what's called IFRS. And so that if you go down below where you were just at, they was just mentioning about IFRS. So it says, note that used in many outside offers more flexibility regarding asset revaluation, allowing companies to revalue certain assets to their fair value if it can be reliably measured in an active market. You see what I'm saying? So US is actually more restrictive than international. If we just adapted international's system, we would have a more accurate, you know what I mean, way.
Yeah, I don't want to nerd out on accounting, but what is that thing where it's like the going concern or whatever? Like when you say,
going concern, yeah.
So when you if you're trying to see, if this company can actually pay its liabilities selling its assets, at that time, are you still gonna use book value or are you gonna use fair value?
Which
what I mean?
Yeah, and it's a good question. I don't know. I mean, these are things that need to be reevaluated. I mean, they meet every year. It's it's overseen.
All right. All right. Let's see what they're talking about. So this table of content, guys, it's like the same every single time. It seems like. So item 1 is talking about generally what the business is about, right?
Right.
And then item risk factors. They don't even have a lot of the risk factors here. That's kind of interesting. You see, it's only going from page 8 to page 15. Yeah, remember yesterday we went like, oh my god, I don't know how many
match the irony. The dating company had so many risks. Red flag.
30-40 pages easily of risk factors.
They did. They had a whole bunch of risk factors.
Oh my lord. Okay, and then part 2, we got market.
Oh, Jake said use enterprise value. Man, I don't remember using enterprise value since college. I have never used it. So Jake must be in finance. So if you look up
enterprise value, what are you talking about? Wait, use what?
He said use enterprise value. So we used to learn this. So
what am I using it for though?
So that enterprise value represents the total value of a company, taking account both its equity and debt, and making adjustments for cash. They usually use that like in finance as well when you're doing.
Jake, yeah, he's a big time investor.
Oh, is he?
Big time investor. Big time investor.
So Jake, what do you use? You know what? I'm curious. What do you use enterprise value for? I barely use enterprise value, to be honest with you. I mean, I've used it in school, but in real life,
I wonder if Jake knows about this book value versus market value when it comes to assets. Jake, reply to see if you knew that.
So he's
Reply. Let us know
he must know his stuff.
because that's some deep accounting stuff, you know.
Yeah. Oh, he just
That's-
laughed.
Yeah. Nah, that boy's a big time investor. We got the big investor in the building.
We might need Jake to hop on this live next time. You know, we might need some insight.
Absolutely. Yeah, we need Jake to drop a super chat or something. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
for real.
We're trying to get wealthy over here too. You know, we're trying to hustle. You know.
Uh, yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's try to get in here. Right. This is
He
trademark
said he's
stuff.
driving right now, so he can't talk
Okay.
about enterprise value while he's driving. We get it.
This is all the
This is
trademark.
all,
That's a
wow,
lot of trademark,
that's
actually.
a lot.
They trademark everything they come up with. How can you trademark Mom's Attic? Wait a minute.
Oh, mom's addict is on. Look at this. E move, U move, gentle ride suspension, in town, lowest deck, moving made easier, mom's attic.
Wait, how can you? How? I mean, I guess you can trademark anything.
I mean, we found out yesterday swiping could be patented for Tinder. So why can't every name, I guess, associated with your business could be trademarked too?
What is Can you tell people what a trademark is and how it's different from patenting something?
So I mean, keep me right, right? Trademark is usually associated with a name, with
Trademark, yeah, trademark.
where patent is more with either you could get a design, a utility patent, utility being like the function of it, and then design being the actual like how
Yeah.
it's designed.
Okay, so it says trademark purpose to prevent consumer confusion about the source of goods or services, and to protect the company's brand reputation and goodwill.
Yeah, yeah. So like the Nike logo,
The Nike
Cola.
swish, the word Coca-Cola,
Yeah.
Coca-Cola, they own that,
Yeah.
but you can say cola, not Coca-Cola, because like if it's an off-brand, it just says cola.
So there is times where if it closely resembles another trademark, they could also sue you. Like if it's very close.
Yeah, but like if you just see like the Walmart, it's a cola drink, like Walmart cola, right?
Oh, Walmart has its own
Yeah, like Sam's Cola. You see?
oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
You see what I
Well,
mean? So they can use the word cola,
so,
like the store, like a grocery store.
right, right. Well, I guess if we ever do Coca-Cola, we'll see what the list of trades. Maybe they forgot to put cola. I don't know.
Nah, they can't do cola because I think that's a scientific word.
That's like a common name.
Yeah, you can't. It's like trademarking blue. You know what I mean? You can't do that.
Well, cola is like I actually don't know what cola means. I don't
What
know.
is cola? We're gonna cola is a type of carbonated soft drink, typically
Oh.
dark in color. All right, so yeah,
So Kia said, "What's the topic for tonight?" The topic for tonight, Kia, is U-Haul.
that's a lot of trademark though. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot.
web self storage. I mean, like,
It's too much.
look at this one. U-Haul truck share 24/7.
I mean, Mom's Attic though beats all of them. Like that's just it doesn't even seem relatable. You know what
So
I mean?
you cannot use moving help.
Mom's
How is that a trademark, bro? That is a
Crazy.
crazy.
Safe Move Plus, anything. Safester.
Safe toe. Safe move. Safe stir.
Yo, they literally sat down and said, "Hold on, what?
Every saying we got.
What saying is?" And they could derive from it, and then they try to cover their bases. Gentle ride suspension is one of their trademarks.
Look, moving made easier. I mean, you can just
Wow.
I mean, I guess like just do it type of thing. Okay. All right. This is just what is this? Cautionary statement. Yeah, Ford. Look, they all have this one.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get into the business, guys. Company overview. We are North America's largest do-it-yourself moving and storage operator through our subsidiary U-Haul International Inc. Ah, so there we go. There's another entity here.
Okay.
U-Haul is synonymous with do-it-yourself moving storage and is a leader in supplying products and services to help people move and store their shit. I mean, their household commercial good. uh, that would be so cool if they put that in there. Our primary service objective is to provide a better. Wait a minute. To provide a better and better products. That's a typo there.
A better and better product. Wow. Yeah, it's
Unbelievable.
definitely. I think that's a typo. They didn't. No, nobody checked this work.
That guy should get fired. Okay. All right. Founded in 45. We talked about that as sole proprietorship. Starting in 59, we rented trucks on a one-way and in-town basis, exclusively through independent U-Haul dealers.
Mm-hmm.
Independent U-Haul dealers. So that's kind of interesting. In 73, we began developing our network of U-Haul managed retail stores, through which we rent our trucks and trailers, self-storage units, portable moving storage units, selling moving product services. Okay, so we rent our distinct orange and white U-Haul trucks and trailers through a network of 2,400 company operated retail moving stores. Oh, so they have 2,400 company operated
Mm-hmm.
stores and then 21,000 independent dealers. Wow. Okay. So I guess you can own one if you like. You
Yeah.
can go get a franchise. And then they sell brand boxes and stuff. Yep. We believe you has the most convenient supplier of products. Okay. Nothing here. Through the insurance company, we manage the property, liability, and related insurance claims processing for U-Haul. Oh, so they started a insurance company to manage their own claims.
Right. Right. Which is smart.
So wait, so is the revenue reported? Is that an intra-company revenue or is it a?
So I think, like you said at the beginning, I think this actually might just be purely for U-Haul. So it looks like U-Haul itself has. I don't think that's the holding
Are they?
company.
Can I buy it? Is it? For U-Haul, its customers and
Oh,
dealers.
formerly Americo. Oh, so I think they changed their name. That's
Hmm.
you see how it says right there. Ripos is a wholly owned subsidiary of U-Haul Holding Company, formerly Americo.
Oh, but they
Maybe
still had the Americo.com website. That's where I pulled this out from, which is weird. You see
let's
this Americo.com? They haven't changed it, so they
when
kept the they kept that asset. It's interesting. Okay. Um.
its name.
So I wonder if they actually sell this. Do they actually provide various services, including insurance policies for U-Haul, its customers and dealers, as well as self-storage insurance programs? They offer for U-Haul. It looks like it's. I don't know. We'll have to check.
I see.
Um.
This is what happened. So in 2022, they changed their name officially from Americo to
Okay.
U-Haul. Okay, that's good information.
All right. Our customers are primarily do-it-yourself household movers. U-Haul moving equipment is specifically designed, engineered, and manufactured for do-it-yourself household mover. And they keep do-it-yourself. They keep putting it in parentheses because that's their shit. College, blah blah blah. Okay. As of March of 2025, our rental fleet consists of approximately 192,000 trucks,
Mm.
137,000 trailers, and 39,000 towing devices. Okay, what is a towing device? Um, this equipment and our U-Haul brand of self-moving products are available through our network of managed retail stores and independent dealers. Independent dealers receive equipment from the company, act as rental agents, are paid a commission based on gross revenue generated from U-Haul rentals.
Wow. So
Oh,
they essentially don't have that much risk then, because if they getting paid off commission, I mean,
they
unless there's
don't
a
own.
clause.
They don't own the asset. They don't own the
Yeah,
actual equipment. The company buys it and gives it to them and says rent it out. And if you rent out $1 million worth of stuff this year, I'll give you
yeah,
ten
I'll give
percent
you a
whatever. You
commission.
make 20,000.
Right.
Wow. So I wonder who pays for rent and stuff for the property.
What do you mean? I mean, it's obviously the store owner. You know what I'm saying? So they provide their lot and they pay rent, but then they give them the equipment for them to rent it out. You know what I'm saying? And then they get a commission. Like
Wow.
if
So
you have
yeah.
like if you have a gas station or something and then you have
Right.
space,
Yeah.
I mean, this is additional revenue that you could get and utilize your space.
But there's also store owned stuff. So it's, but way more with this type of deal. Okay, so rental truck chassis are engineered by domestic truck manufacturers. These chassis are joined with the U-Haul designed and manufactured van boxes, primarily at U-Haul operated manufacturing and assembly facilities strategically located through the US. What? So there's a whole facilities out there making U-Haul trucks,
Yeah, apparently, I guess American made. That's awesome.
but I would think, you know, it's being made with other box trucks, and then U-Haul slaps their logo on it. You know what I mean? Like, because there's other box trucks out there. So are you telling me there's a specific facility? All they do is pump out U-Haul trucks.
Yeah, I mean, I'm curious what the advantage of that is.
You don't
Um,
understand what that's. I mean, do you need to make that many trucks a year? Like, but they do have a lowest deck though. Their deck is pretty nice. The U-Haul truck is actually very smooth and durable as hell. That
yeah,
truck is
very durable. It is. It is.
oh my god, it's
Very
amazing.
streamlined too. Easy to.
Yeah, the website, everything works well. U-Haul is great. I like U-Haul.
So I see why they trademark mom's attic. Do you see
Right.
that bottom part? If we go up where you had it highlighted,
Oh, here.
so there's a part of the truck, I guess that's called the mom's attic. Um,
Oh,
so that's why
okay.
they trademarked that name.
Consequently, we designed the part of the van box that hangs over the front cab of the truck to be the location for our customers to place their most fragile items during their move. We call this area Mom's Attic. Really interesting. Okay. Our distinct trailers are manufactured at these U-Haul operated. Like they own the whole supply chain. That's very interesting. Most companies these days they don't want to own the supply chain. We when we covered Apple, they don't own
No,
anything.
no, they don't.
So sort of a interesting thing. I
They
decided to
really
go.
live in that do-it-yourself model themselves.
It's a very Americana. I can see this family is like very Americana. They go fishing. They got family reunions. It feels kind of like a very family.
U-Haul is American. American is apple pie, bro.
American AF. Yes. Um. Let's see.
So I see that they're also the largest propane fillers
No way. Where
in
is this
networks.
here?
It says it's towards the bottom before it says our self-storage business.
Oh, okay. U-Haul has
1,200
the largest
locations.
propane. Wow, really? That's interesting. Largest seller and installer of hitches and towing systems. There you go. That's another one. Um,
Uh,
our self storage. I'm actually very interested in the self storage part. Was a natural outgrow of our self moving operation, conveniently located. U-Haul self storage rental facilities provide clean, blah blah blah. We operate 2,000 locations in the U.S., Canada, with over 1 million storage
goodness, yeah, that's big.
units. That is crazy, dude.
Big.
All the people just buying shit they don't need, on Amazon Prime days. You
Ah,
gotta
yeah,
put you gotta put that shit somewhere.
you do. It's big business right there.
I think like I think America is like the only country that has a huge self storage industry. Like I
I
want to
mean,
try to Google that.
because
Does
I don't know who spends more than us. Consumer spending is
have
insane.
self storage
I think my
facilities quite like the US? Let's see. The US is by far the largest self storage market globally, accounting for 90% of the industry. Oh my God.
wow.
And with high penetration rate where roughly 1 in 10 households uses self storage. Whoa. That is
10%.
huge. That is a crazy market. That is crazy. 90%. So we don't even need to look any further. United States. Okay, so independent storage businesses can join one of the world's largest self-storage reservation systems. Self-storage customers make a reservation through U-Haul. So they became kind of a marketplace now. Look at this. They're
Really,
kind of
that's actually interesting.
through the U-Haul storage affiliate program. Independent storage businesses can join
Oh.
one of the largest self-storage reservation systems. Self-storage,
Mm.
right? Is that how am I reading that right? Like,
Nah, you're reading it right. I'm just I didn't know that existed.
yeah, that's actually a very interesting concept, right?
Yeah.
But I might be misled as a customer. What is the liability of U-Haul? They also they sort of became booking.com for storage.
They became like Airbnb essentially. You know what I mean? They don't own the
Yeah.
spot, but they slapping their logo on it.
Yeah, but Airbnb has some liability if something goes
No, it
wrong.
does, of course.
So U-Haul, they better have something.
I'm sure they vet them though. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
probably some type of
But that's a great way to add, to your
expand your business.
well, yeah, even bragging rights, right? Like instead of you going out and buy, building these self storages over and over again, you could just add these people and say, "Hey, we have the largest self storage in America," and interesting way to grow your business.
It is.
U-Haul Holding Company's three operating and reportable segments are moving and storage, property and casual insurance, and life insurance. Life insurance?
The life insurance is very interesting. The property and casualty insurance, I get. I don't know
Yeah.
what life insurance.
I literally said that. Yeah, we both said it at the same time.
Unless there is a threat to life where maybe people are operating the vehicle, there's obviously a chance of people dying. I don't know if that.
It might be kind of a leftover business that they can't get rid of since they consolidated and all that stuff. You know how these companies kind of inherit some business and they just sort of, you know what I mean?
I want to look this up. What is the purpose of the?
But look at this though. Look at this. So it really is irrelevant. These insurance companies, 94% is moving in storage.
Wow.
So these insurance companies are chump change, really. Not even really worth mentioning.
So it all is related. So I'm looking it up right now, and the life coverage is for the driver and the passengers in the event of an accident. So it's all related.
So it's not really an external company. It's really for themselves.
Yeah.
It's not. I can't go buy life insurance from this company. I don't think it's not
No, only when you're
public
renting.
facing. Yeah.
No. It's only when you're renting their vehicles. Like, hey, in case you die,
Oh, so
rent
they
it on
didn't go
U-Haul.
external. They really like to keep things internal. These people,
It's a
huh?
brilliant idea. I mean, insurance is a great business. So
But they kept it in house. Instead of going to
yeah.
another,
Like instead of having an external
yeah,
partnership,
Allstate or whatever. Yeah,
yeah.
they really like to keep everything in house. They're building their own trucks. They have their own insurance company. They're I like it. I like this. It sounds good,
I'm
man.
telling you, they live in their motto: "Do it yourself." You know what I mean? They're not playing around.
I like it. I like the way they're moving, man.
Joe's not playing. Joe's killing it.
We offer U-Haul truck share 24/7 to our entire network. I love that. I love that you can drop it anywhere. You
Oh, you
know,
can? I didn't know
yeah.
that. You could drive it anywhere. Like it's
I
like a
mean, no, no,
rental.
no, no. You can drop it to any U-Haul. Like, well, that's kind of given, but I don't. Yeah, like they're all just changing trucks all over. Like,
Oh,
it's
so it's like
crazy.
a rental car company type joint. So you could.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
yeah, because you're not coming back most likely when you're moving, so you can't
Right.
take it back the way you got it.
Oh, but like what I'm saying is like if I borrowed it in a specific location within one city, I thought I had to bring it back. Like that's what I've always done. I didn't know you could like if you're going from
Um,
LA to Dallas, obviously you're not gonna go back to you know what
I
I'm
think
saying?
in the same city, I think you could drop it anywhere you'd like.
Because
I think.
especially independent dealers. I'm curious how that works because I usually have rented mine from independent dealers, not the actual I
How do
don't
you
know
know?
because it's a gas station.
I thought they say, "Hey, we independent, baby.
No,
We
no.
don't."
They have a gas station, they have smoke shop in there, like they just do this on the side. Like I know.
Isn't it amazing though? Like, such a kind of a simple business is bringing in $5.5 billion.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like a knucklehead with some slippers coming outside. He's like, "Yeah, buddy, here you go. Here's the here's the truck. Go ahead." It's like super casual, right?
It is, man.
And it's like, "Yep, just bring it back." And it's all beat up. All the trucks have scratches and all kinds of stuff. Nobody cares. Like, I love it. All right, we already talked about this. I don't know why they keep bringing it up. The primary market for storage units is the storage of household goods. There we go. We
Mhm.
believe our self storage service provides a competitive advantage through such things as max security, electronic system that monitors the storage facility 24 hours a day, climate control in select units, individually alarmed units, extended hours access, interior load and unload, mobile device enabled rentals, and an internet based customers reservation. I'm not gonna lie, man, their website and stuff is super smooth. Like
It
booking
is.
things, they really have a great website.
And one
It's,
thing that I think from a revenue standpoint, from a business standpoint, what I like about U-Haul, which I don't like as a customer, but I could understand as a business, there's a lot of add-ons, bro.
oh
Before you
yes,
go to
oh yes,
A to Z, like there's
yes,
in between. You want boxes, you want tape, you want someone to help you with moving. There is so many like additional
yes.
revenue places.
I think they need to make a deal with ICE to get some of those guys to come hang out over there to move. They need to make a deal with.
Well, make them like workers, like
I don't know, man. Like, I mean, why do they gotta be deported? Why can't we just keep them? We need those guys to hang around there to help you move and stuff. At Home
man.
Depot versus over there. But all right, let's see. I like that they're not crying too much. Moving like they're like, "Hey, man, we got good stuff. Like, we're making it happen."
Ah,
Man, you
they're not
saw
crying.
match yesterday. Everything was a risk.
Yeah, yeah. But they also had a lawsuit literally stating that they understated some risk from that.
Yeah.
I don't know if they, you know what I'm saying, try to overcompensate and really just go in on the risk. Okay, life insurance segment. All right, this is a
What
low.
is it? We do not use a single or fixed set of measurements or objectives as part of our recruitment and talent acquisition. Okay, this is standard stuff. We employed 33,000 people in the US,
Oh, that's pretty good.
2,100 in Canada. Um, only 51% working full-time basis though.
Yeah,
We operate nearly 2,400 retail locations, 11 manufacturing facilities. No way. My
that's
lord.
impressive.
That is crazy. Nobody
So
would ever
do we
guess
find
that.
out? I know it's incorporated in Nevada, but where's the actual? Do we see where they're
I
based
think
off?
their HQ was in Nevada also.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Where is you all HQ? Um, no, Phoenix, Arizona. My bad. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Yeah.
well, it says, however, its parent company, U-Haul Holdings, formerly Americo, lists its headquarters in Reno, Nevada. So, don't know. But this address looks very familiar.
Well, you've been.
No, I think the company that I used,
You no, you cut. I think you cut off one of the address though. There's, I
I
think there's a 2 in front of it.
oh, gotcha. Okay, why is this? Let's see how nice of a building this. Let's see. Wait, oh, this is that all? $5 billion? That looks like a regular ass building. Nothing impressive. I don't even see the U-Haul logo. I was hoping I could see it.
They might not own the whole building.
Oh man, I was hoping it was called the U-Haul Tower or something. Anyways, 152 fixed site repairs. Bro, this is a huge operation. Like nobody would ever think like I mean, I don't know. When you think about big trucking, like trucks on the road, you think about, FedEx, UPS, 18 wheelers. You don't think about U-Haul like that much.
No, not really.
You know, but there's a whole operation. I mean, they have their own manufacturing assembly. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's actually very surprising. So I wonder if they buy the vehicle or they just assemble the boxes after that. Like, how does that? I don't.
U-Haul
They must be
has
buying out.
its own manufacturing facilities. Can you tell me more? Let's see. U-Haul manufactures its trailers, truck boxes, while the cabs and chassis are sourced from manufacturers like Ford, GM, and Ram, built
Okay.
to U-Haul specs.
Oh,
U-Haul then builds and installs the truck boxes onto these chassis.
I see.
Wow.
So the actual engine and stuff are built by those companies,
Yeah.
but
So it's
it
like
add,
the front of it, it comes to them to these facilities. They
right.
add the box to the back and move it.
Even those are what American companies, aren't they? You know what I
No,
mean?
GM. I'm telling you, man, this is
Or, yeah, like, this is
I
pure.
like the vibe of U-Haul. They keeping it Americana, baby.
U-Haul is pure American, man. They ain't playing.
I like it, man. I'm sure they supported our boy.
I think they probably would. I mean,
Let's see. Did U-Haul come
did U-Haul like Trump?
supported? So they have to.
That means I actually ask AI that. Let's see what that says.
It's executive at Mace taken indicates support. There you go. There we go. Our boy Ed stated in 2017 in post op-ed in Arizona, President Trump's call for deregulation, judicial consistency, and tax reform gives you all the confidence to accelerate their reinvestment. There you go. Um, it would be giving 23 million in bonuses to employees as a result of Trump's.
Oh, props to them, actually. Oh, that's impressive.
Really? Oh,
You know,
there
most
go.
companies end up just buying their own stocks back.
Right.
These people actually gave bonuses to their employees. Wow.
And you know what? You know how second generations usually mess up the
They
company.
do. 100%. Yes.
But this guy looks like he's kind of running ships the right way. They're profitable. Well, we haven't actually seen that they were profitable now, but seems like I don't know.
Yeah, I'm seeing Joe in a different light. You know, initially I thought, but like slowly, I'm starting to like the guy now.
The truck. I mean, look, they're not crying too much. I like this. They're like, hey, man, you know, the trucking industry is competitive. We all know this. Whoopie whoop.
Truly American, bro. I'm telling you, these guys are truly American.
This is pull yourself by their bootstraps type people.
Straight up.
You know what I mean? Like, we started this in a gas station. We're gonna keep this thing going.
Well, actually, I'm not aware of those other ones. I know there's Enterprise Truck Rental, but Turo's obviously.
Wow, they mentioned Turo in here. I never heard of Lug.
Yeah, you know Fluid too.
On-demand moving and furniture delivery. Never heard of this.
Yeah.
Dolly. It's kind of like a Uber for trucks type of thing.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely does not exist. I said, yeah, it doesn't exist in the Northeast.
Nah, U-Haul got it. U-Haul's not going anywhere.
No.
All right. Okay, here we go. The risk. We obtain our rental trucks from limited number of manufacturers. Okay. In addition, they say the cost of acquiring new trucks have increased significantly in recent years.
Yeah.
So that is actually a really legitimate thing. They're actually mentioning something specific.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there you go. Listen, look at this. That's actually very interesting. They count this as a risk. A significant portion of our revenue are generated through third parties.
Right, because I think they only have like 2,100 like actual U-Haul. The majority of it is independent.
So they're saying under half of the all U-Haul rental revenue originated from this network.
I'm surprised there's no more. Huh.
Yeah, our inability to maintain the network or its cost structure could inhibit our ability to adequately serve our customers and could impact. Okay, yeah, that's fair. They're talking about autonomous driving here. Wait a minute.
Look at this. Look at that. I've been talking about autonomous vehicles for a while now, and look, U-Haul is mentioned. Wow. How does that? Oh,
but they're complaining about the laws favoring electric and autonomous.
No, next to impact the conversation for our fleet, negative our business. Regulatory prison connection.
The Advanced Clean Fleets Regulation adopted by California. It's always California, man.
California, man.
Would have required us to phase out certain combustion engine vehicles from our fleet and replace them with so-called zero emission. So-called.
Well, it's so-called, man. I didn't even need to say that in an annual statement. So-called. That seems salty right there.
Yo, they are pissed. You think this guy? Yeah, these guys hate. What's his name? What's our boy in California? Newsom.
Newsom. Yeah, I said Newman.
Oh my. Wow. California must request and receive a waiver from the EPA to enforce the ACF. And for now, it has withdrawn its request for such a waiver. If California seeks and obtains such a waiver in the future, then to accommodate this, our company may require physical upgrades that are uneconomical or unachievable. So they probably talking about what, charging stations and stuff.
But what does the autonomous have to do with anything, though? There's nothing related. I understand the EPA.
We might get into it. It might be more further down. We'll
Um,
see. Um, mm, recharging network does not exist today. See, um, the time cost to require electric vehicles. Okay. Um, we are encouraged that the U.S. government has passed resolutions signed by President Trump. There you go. There's your boy. Rescinding waivers granted by the EPA to California. Oh, wait a minute. This thing got granted? Wait. Hello?
yeah,
Okay, you're here.
I'm reading.
Um,
Saturday
okay.
Day's insurance that, of course, our future Congress would not reverse such positions or.
That's actually a crazy thing that I'm sure they are happy that boy is back. That boy is back. They're happy Trump came back into the office because they were
Absolutely.
going to get their ass kicked. Squeezing you all. I like that they're just using normal words. Squeezing you all between the government demands and consumer purposes.
You know, they didn't complain much, but the one section you could tell that irritated them. They really went
Yeah.
ham. Like a whole
Yeah.
page is dedicated.
Yeah. We got what? How many paragraphs here? Yeah.
Yeah, there's several paragraphs just for this section.
But you're right about autonomous. Nothing about autonomous in here.
Yeah,
Even
I don't see the
oh, right here.
content.
Um, However, any legal or regulatory changes that would require electric would raise challenges to enormous scale. Our repair and maintenance infrastructure, all this, we would have to retool our whole facilities.
Right.
So they don't like that at all.
Which is a fair concern.
Any instance by government that the future of economy will be based on all electric vehicles instead of hybrid or other alternative fuels may result in government regulators knowingly or unknowingly choosing the winners and losers in an evolving transportation environment. It is possible that they may not choose U-Haul customers and U-Haul to be among the winners. What?
This is like Trump language, though.
I love it though. I like that. They are letting you know they are not happy.
I mean, I agree with them though. I mean, if you have 193,000, vehicles, I don't know how many are in California, but if you were asked to retool, that's a huge undertaking.
Yeah,
It's a huge cost for a business.
We face liability risks associated with operations of our rental fleet and operation. What is this? Cybersecurity. I don't care.
Common risk for every business.
We may incur loss due to reinsurers' failure to perform under existing contracts. We use reassurance and derivative contracts to mitigate our risk of loss in various circumstances. It doesn't seem like a lot of money there. Competitive industry. Competition. Rapid change in technology.
Yeah. Economic conditions.
Interest rate. AM Best financial strength ratings are crucial to our life insurance business. Never heard of this.
Yeah, I know this because I was in the insurance industry. So they have a rating of A. So you could get an A, double A, triple A rating.
Oh, okay.
It's like a credit.
We are leveraged.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Well put.
I love that. We're like, hey, yo, we owe money, bro. We got we borrow.
I owe some people, bro.
Wait, is that billion or million? Is that?
I mean, it says million, so I'm curious how. I don't know. We gotta look at their balance sheet. I'm not 100% sure. I think it might be billion.
Jeez, that's big.
7 million would be
too small to even
for a company this size.
Oh, let's get into this stuff. This is juicy. What do we got here? Majority of our voting common stock is owned by a small contingency of stockholders. Willow Grove Holdings LP owns. Okay, who's this guy? Oh, together with Edward and Mark.
I think these are the family members, the brothers. You remember I
Yeah,
said family drama. This is probably
yeah.
why they mentioned this.
A voting comment. So they're talking about the voting thing or the actual owning. Um, voting. Accordingly, it says Edward and Mark are in a position to significantly influence our business
Right.
policies, including the approval of transactions and all this other stuff.
And they said there could be no assurance that their interest will not conflict with the interest of our
Ooh.
stockholders. Wow. Family
Furthermore,
drama.
we are a controlled company. Oh, I'm sorry.
There
Go
has
ahead.
to be a movie made about U-Haul, man. There's a lot of drama within this company, man.
This is crazy, right? Like
It is.
I had no clue. Thanks for our top viewer for suggesting this. This is
Yeah, for real.
it's actually the most fun I've had reviewing this stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot
Um,
of there's a lot of nuggets in this one.
um, maybe volatile regulations. Regulations. We have no evidence. Potential risk to our protection of intellectual property. What do we have here? What do we have here? What do
You
we
said
have?
hell yeah.
However, over the past few years, Public Storage has sought to prevent self storage operators from using the color orange in connection with their self storage services. Wait a minute, they have a beef with Public Storage because Public Storage is orange.
Oh, it is.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, hold on a second. Public Storage, we have an orange war going on. Wait a minute, there you go. There you go. Wait a minute. Bam.
ah. See, we don't have a lot of public storage up here.
Yeah, we got a lot of public storage up in Texas and everything.
So, do
They
they have
orange.
the color patented? Like, how do they stop them? I don't even
Hold on, let's go back to this. Um, okay, so we
understand.
talk about okay, since 45, we've used certain trade dress such as our distinctive orange, orange. We believe our right in our intellectual property, including our right to use the color orange in the promotion of our goods, are strong and well supported. However, over the past few years, public storage has sought to prevent from using color orange in the connection with the self storage business. I think U-Haul came into the self storage business later. Public storage is a kind of the OG to this,
I
right?
see. I see.
Okay, so public storage. Um,
Yeah, the
who
term trade dress as well. I've never heard that. That's the first time I've heard that.
public storage versus U-Haul and storage business. Let's see. Public storage is the largest brand of self-storage services in the U.S. Um, okay, so they are not the big dog when it comes to the self-storage basis. All right, let's go back here. We filed a lawsuit against Public Storage in District of Arizona, asking for declaration that our trade dress and trademarks that use orange do not infringe on Public Storage's claimed intellectual property rights. Why we believe we will be able to successfully protect our rights to continue to use the color orange to distinguish our brand. There can be no assurance of favorable outcome if we are unsuccessful. Our ability to use these marks could be limited.
It
Wow.
adversely impact our financial condition. Oh my god.
Wait a minute. I want to know about this law. Do you want to get into the lawsuit or should we move on?
No, I think we should move on. We already an hour and 20 minutes. We
All
haven't
right.
even got to the final statements.
I mean, okay.
A little bit. Who is their auditor? Just if you don't mind, just if you scroll up one more time, I just want to see who the auditor just said it.
I
Oh,
did.
actually, it said never mind. It just said the audit of cybersecurity. I thought it was there. I saw audit,
Uh,
but it was just talking about cybersecurity.
they usually mention it in here.
They do
Uh,
maybe at the bottom because we already at page 22. Look at this. This is 144 pages.
oh, like the other stuff is fluff, anyways. But yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
we're already to the money already. Oh, they do dividends. Interesting. Performance chart. Management decision analysis, financial conditions. I don't know what this
So,
could be.
do you mind if you go back to the performance chart? I just want to see their stock. Like, how is it performed? Okay. So,
Well, who are they? Okay, they are the
Jones, where's the actual? This is a terrible graph, by the way. Like, put some color on it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, are you
they're the
serious?
box. They're the box. I
Come
don't.
on,
Yeah.
that is lazy. Like, put some color on this.
Yeah.
This is terrible.
I mean, they're up. They're like double the last 5 years. What are we
You know
talking
what I'm
about here?
saying? Like, this is confusing. It's not that clear. I could just, yeah, I could look at it. All right. So 2020 is 100. Oh, so they are up to
They're more than
27.
double in 5 years. Wow, amazing.
Oh, they have more than, they have two?
Mm-hmm.
They have two stocks? What?
Yeah. BAMB, I guess, says U-Haul B shares U-Haul. Yeah.
Really? U-Haul types of stocks.
Um. Oh, they had a cybersecurity incident. Several class action lawsuits related to the incident were filed against U-Haul, which were consolidated into one action. The court dismissed with all claims except those. The parties settled all remaining claims for $5 million,
Blush.
pursuant to a settlement agreement approved by the court. Wow. It's covered by insurance, though. Look at this. That's kind of interesting. They had a whole password situation happen. They had to pay $5 million. So we're talking about U-Haul
Who did they pay
on
$4 million to?
class action. So we announced that the company was made aware of a data security incident involving U-Haul's information network. Detected two unique passwords were compromised and used to access customers' information. Immediate steps can Mm, the threat actor accessed customer contract containing customer name, date of birth, and driver's license numbers. None of U-Haul's financial email systems were involved. U-Haul notified the customers and relevant governmental and then several class action lawsuits were filed, and they actually they had to pay, but the insurance covered it. $5 million.
Interesting.
Wow.
And just to clarify the earlier point, so U-Haul B stock is the non-voting stock that they have, which you could buy on the open
Mm.
market for $55, and then the regular U-Haul stock, which also gives you, what allows you to vote, also trades on the stock market, but it's at $62.
Oh, it's cheaper. So if you can't vote,
If you can't vote, it's cheaper. Yes, and that one actually has dividend as well, of 5 cents per share, a quarterly dividend policy.
All right, all right, all right.
Cheaper
Let's see
and
what we got
dividend.
here. All right, we got revenue, consolidated revenue of $5.8 billion. There you go. They had an increase of 100 million. So it looks like everything is up and up and up.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Net investment, interest income. What is this? List below our revenues and earnings. When they say earnings, are we talking about profits here or what?
No, that's like net income.
Net income, yeah. Isn't net income and profit the same?
Yeah.
So, this is the profit for the year, earnings from operations,
Yeah.
consolidated. Okay, so 5.8. So they profited $716 million last year.
Yeah. Where is their expenses? Operating expenses for removing storage increased for 142 million. Um,
Let's see. Self.
they actually kind of stayed because if you go above, I saw like it says interest. All right, it says interest expense was 295.7 million. Wow, this speaks to the amount of debt that they have. Just in interest, they paid $300 million.
Where
Close to
you right here? Oh,
yeah,
damn.
yeah, that's huge.
This is why it's good to be in the banking business.
Straight up.
I mean, we might have to do a bank one of these days.
Yeah, yeah.
You
Hey,
know, that one is gonna take some time though,
it
because
is. Theirs is complex. It's
that is
crazy.
a dense one right
It
there. Yeah,
is.
it's not gonna be as fun.
Yes.
Those be for the real nerds, but yeah. I mean they're profitable. What is this? 716 over
Yeah,
5.8?
yeah, they're definitely profitable. I mean,
716 over. Hold on. Maybe they already give it to us. I don't know. What's the percentage on that. What is that?
you just do 716 over 5492. Like you just had the number
Five
already.
eight.
549. Oh, 5892. 5828.
Okay, yeah. 5828. 12%. That's pretty good. That's actually very good.
That's not bad.
That is that's actually pretty good for a non-tech. This is a non-tech. This is a very physical business.
Right.
So 12%. That's not bad. Fiscal 2025 compared to fiscal 2024. So revenue is up from all segments. So that's good.
Yeah, the biggest part of their business though is still the self moving business. That was
Yeah,
$3 billion.
yeah. Revenue increased by 100 million right here. So
Mm,
and then self-storage. Self-storage is number 2. Self-moving and self-storage products. Wow, look at that though. Just the products. The products are bringing in
huge.
327 million.
Yeah.
So
They
that
also
yeah.
so I'm looking at also even monthly number of occupied units increased by 6.2%. So their self-storage units
Mm.
has also increased.
But what is this segment? Self-moving and self-storage products and services sales. What is that? So what are we talking about there? Because
Where
the
are you
equipment rental is here. So what are we talking about? Products? Are we talking about the boxes and etc.?
someone says storage products and service sales? Yeah, I think related to those things.
Because you got self-moving equipment rental revenues up here. So the
Mhm.
dollies and stuff, I would guess, would be in here. And then the boxes and tapes. But there's no way they're selling $300 million worth of boxes.
I mean, they have a lot of stuff though, add-ons. I don't know if it's just cardboard and all that. You know what I mean?
All right.
Boxes. I think
We'll
it's
do we'll do 10 more minutes, but so I know you gotta go. Let's look at their website real quick. Let's see.
see what they have.
They got trucks, trailers towing U box containers. Okay. Boxes and packing supplies. You got locks,
What are
packing supplies.
lots, rope and tie downs.
Oh, wait, you don't rent those? You buy those? Oh, $72.
I'm telling you, man, they upcharge on everything at U-Haul, bro.
Reusable plastic boxes. What that is? Oh, they sell this or what?
Nah, maybe they rent those.
Ready to go. Wow. I mean, they got stuff, but yeah. Boxes, covers, and bags. This stuff added up to 320 million bucks, bro. Wow. Isn't that
Look,
crazy?
look at
I
that.
mean,
Mattress bags.
trailers and towing. I just love how smooth their website. It's just
Yeah.
it's beautiful. What about the dolly though? Where's the dolly? I thought they had dollies and things. Or it comes in the truck with it for free, I think.
No, I thought you had to pay for that. No, I don't think it comes for free. No,
Okay. Nothing is free.
I don't
Nothing
remember
is.
it being free. Yeah.
I mean, they write articles, man. Isn't that crazy? Like 11 tips for driving a moving truck. Um. Okay. Let's see. Anything else? Depreciation expense. Whoa, look at that.
Rental equipment.
$692 million.
Mm-hmm. Real estate.
Almost $1 billion in depreciation.
Yeah.
My God. $100 million in net premiums. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Life insurance, liquidity and capital resources, cash, $1 billion in cash. Ooh, so they spent a lot of they cash went down by almost 500 million right here. Wonder what
Yeah.
they did with that.
Yeah. They just have a lot of debt, and I wonder when it matures, because that's $7 billion in debt.
Let me see. They don't talk about that. Ooh, are we talking about $1.8 billion in purchase of rental equipment?
Yep.
Oh my lord! Isn't that purchase of real estate, construction and renovations 1.5 billion? Do they have this? They don't. Wait a minute.
So they must have. So if you
Three
look at
billion
their,
dollars they spent. Look at that.
yeah, so they must have borrowed. If you look at their, if you go to the above, like a page above, if you look at the cash flow from financing activities, they probably have. So look, 895 million right there. Either they probably borrowed more money to primarily increase. Oh, I just missed it, but it's all right.
Oh, where?
Go to the top a little bit with the cash flow. Um, yep. So says net cash provided by financing activities increased as compared. This was due to an increase in cash from borrowings. So they did borrow, along with a decreased debt payment of 67.4 million. Decreased financial lease payments, an increase in net annuity deposits. Okay. But in total, they did borrow more money.
Wow. So they,
So
they really are believing in what they're doing.
yeah.
They feel like, yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Use of cash, notes, loans, payable principal. Woo, look at this. Some of the stuff that's due, man. I'll be
Oh,
nervous, man.
huge
Like,
contract obligations, $13 billion.
sheesh. $13 billion. Wait a minute. They owe that much?
This is, yeah, because they have some annuity obligations. They have, the principal and interest that they owe. Look at that. It's broken down, right? And how
Yeah,
much they owe.
notes,
So,
principal, interest. two
so
point
this is
five billion dollars just in interest alone.
right. I mean, they have due some stuff due, like a majority of it is due after 2030,
Yeah, like
about 5.7 billion. Um,
that's crazy.
yeah.
Five. I mean, that's just crazy numbers here. I don't know if they can afford this.
Yeah, I mean, at this profit margin rate, even if you're generating, 700 million and net profit times 10, even if you do for 10 years, that's 7 billion. You have 5 billion in liability. You know what I'm saying? That's a huge
What's
undertaking.
this? Deferred income taxes?
Yeah.
They owe 1.5 billion in income taxes?
Yep.
And look at this, like notes, 7 billion.
Let me see.
Yo. Total
Land.
assets 17 billion. They got 7.5 billion in trucks. They got
So
10 billion in buildings and improvements.
see, that might be where the value might be. Is like worst case scenario. Look at how much assets that they own,
Yeah, they
and
can sell all this stuff.
the
Yeah.
land itself, the land plus the buildings is 10. Is like $11 billion
Yeah,
right
it's
there.
12, yeah, like
And
12 billion.
and
Yeah.
like we said, right? Let's remember this is at book value, so the actual market value of these things could be substantially higher.
I wonder what they talking about land. So we talking about what are we talking about? Like what land? I thought they, that's why I was asking earlier. These gas stations, U-Haul doesn't own them. So we talking about
Land where the
maybe
buildings are at.
if they is self-owned, if the stores that they own themselves.
Yeah, yeah, like the 2000 something stores that they own. The land on that.
And probably like the building facilities and the repair shops, they probably own all of
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, that's imagine $10 billion worth like 10. I mean, come on, man. $12 billion worth of real estate. I mean, this guy
I
is
wanna
in Phoenix and Nevada, just living life, man. He's worth $4 billion.
what is this?
Most people don't even own nothing. Just in $7.5 billion in trucks is crazy. You know,
Yeah, it
I
is.
mean, that's just no, that's crazy numbers. Cash 1.3 billion. What is this? Different year? Oh, okay, this is different year. Okay, gotcha. Bam, bam, bam. Different year. Revenue. I mean, this is all just the stuff we already looked at,
Mm-hmm.
right? Oh, flipped, flipped back to flipping. Yeah, and then everything else. I mean, for those that are curious, this is just numbers until the end of time. I mean, there's stuff in here that is too nerdy for even us. Like I don't know, you know what I mean? It would take many, 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 many years for us to break all this stuff down. Many days, many sessions to get into all this stuff.
Who
I'm
is
sure
their
there's some nuggets in here, huh?
who's their auditor?
Joe find auditor. Mm, we have served at the Deloitte.
Oh, Deloitte. Okay.
There we go. Oh, by the way, this is the letter that the auditing company. This report is audited by an audit company, an accounting firm, and after they audit it, they have to put this letter together and put it in here, right, Stevo?
Yeah.
And where's that statement? Where's that famous statement?
We conducted our audits, and then the reasonable assurance.
Yeah. Uh,
Oh, I think we might have passed it. Let me see. Go back. No.
We believe our audits are proven to be a reasonable basis for this.
No, I think maybe you go down further.
They're saying a lot actually. Used to like, isn't it a little more wordy than usual?
No, it is. We was talking about critical audit matter we addressed in the audit.
Wait a minute, they're not giving them like.
Regarding the business of management regarding the company's data, including historical science.
They switched. It looked like they switched or something. 2023.
With this, we develop estimates of the self-insured public damage claims and compare estimates to management estimates. What?
Yo, they're not saying anything. Wait a minute. Opinion on the financial statements. We have audited.
And in our opinion, the final present fairly in all material. That's the word that you're looking for right there.
Okay,
Present
the financial statements present fairly in all materials. In our opinion, okay, the financial statements present fairly in all
Each of-
material respects. The financial position of the company as of da da da. Okay, there you go. Yeah, it's presented fairly. That's what we're looking for, right? In our opinion, the financial statements present fairly.
And the opinion that we're looking for, if you go to the second paragraph after that, expressed an unqualified opinion. That
Mhm.
unqualified opinion actually is the highest rating you could get on an
That's
audit.
the gold standard.
Yes.
All right. Final words, Stevo. Final.
Thank you guys for joining, man. Everybody that showed out, man. Props to you guys. U-Haul is a very interesting company. You know what I mean? Thank you for the recommendation. I mean, I would never have thought to look at U-Haul. So shout
No.
out to
Shout out to Bree.
yeah, shout out to Bree, man, for that recommendation.
Yeah, the takeaways. The takeaways are this is America F company. They keeping everything in the house. They're building everything. They're selling everything. I like it, man. I like it. This feels like that movie Tommy Boy.
Yeah.
And he went around and it's trying to say like it has that vibe to it.
No, this is a really truly American company. Manufacturer everything in America.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They care about their employees. When they got their tax cut, they end up providing to their employees. Family-owned business. I mean, there is a lot of drama, nonetheless.
Drama was crazy. I didn't even know.
Drama is crazy, but they have prevailed and they're successful. I mean, just the two brothers alone are worth over $8 million.
I'm surprised nobody came to compete with them. There's not really a second company that you can think of for this stuff. I mean, yeah, Penske or something. There's that company.
There's Ryder as well.
Yeah,
they do a bigger movement. I don't think it's like for the.
They're more like come load your shit up and move for you.
Yeah,
this is the do it yourself, baby.
for bigger companies and stuff. So Bree said she feels well informed. Well, shout out, we appreciate that.
Shout out to you, Bree, for staying in, for hanging on. Our only viewer, the sole viewer.
Really? At one point we had 3, but it looks like obviously Bree.
We had Jake. Yeah, hey.
They dropped out. She's a trooper, man.
Holding on to the last minute. We appreciate every minute of shout out to Bree.
You're a real one.
But yeah, man, I'm really glad we covered this. This was fun. Learned a lot. I mean, they're profitable, Americana, family, Trump. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing more Americana this company. like I expect Trump to use U-Haul when he moves out of the White House.
You really can use this company as an example. It's truly American.
That would be the most iconic thing. If U-Haul pulled up when he has to leave, right? Yeah. If I was the CEO, I'm pushing for that.
Yo, for real.
I'm pushing for that. Like, hey man, I mean, come on, that's iconic, man. The U-Haul truck at the White House. Trump is putting his light lamp in the and then the most iconic part is the rolling the thing down and locking it in, and you feel like, yeah, let's go. That's like the coolest part of the U-Haul, right? Like it locks in so well. That click is a solid click.
It does. A solid vehicles, man.
Yeah, that would be a very iconic shot. Instead of getting on the helicopter to fly, that's like I'm gonna get a U-Haul.
Yeah, guys, we need a recommendation on what company to do next.
That is true. Um, I mean, we talked about banks. It's not as fun. I don't know. I really don't have anything that I can think of. But I kind of want to.
Yeah, I think
Super
I want.
interesting. I really like this. I really like this one.
No, this was very interesting. All right.
All right. Well, thanks again for all our viewers, Steve-O. I know it's a late one for you. Have fun in New York.
Yeah, bro. Shout out to you too, man.
All right. Peace.
Peace.
Yep. Let's end the stream.